All right, so I have all of my colors picked out for my image. I have all of my papers ready in those matching colors, so I am ready to start cutting out my layers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Make It. And you can see over here to the left, it has organized all of my colors into layers on mats now. So this is going to tell me which mat needs which color and which order we're going to cut them in. So I'm going to go ahead and start with number 1. You will want to grab one of those Cricut mats, take off the clear film on the top, and then you will stick your paper that you are getting ready to cut right onto it. You want to make sure that your paper is lined up to this top left corner. That way your image will cut in the right spot. So however the paper is on this mat is how it should look on your actual mat. If your paper is smaller, that is okay. Just make sure that it fills up the space where your cut image is going to be. All right, so once you have that ready, we're going to go ahead and click on Continue. It's going to take a moment. Look for your machine. Hopefully it connects. It should say Explore 3 USB. If it does not connect, make sure that your Cricut is turned on and make sure that the USB is plugged into your computer. So then once you have that, next you need to tell your Cricut what material you are going to be cutting. This helps it determine how much pressure to put on the blade as it cuts. So I'm just going to be using regular old medium cardstock. If you are using just a plain cardstock, it's not super shiny, it's not glittery, that's going to be your choice. If you're using something different, like a glitter paper or maybe something with foil on it, you'll want to go ahead and change to whatever that is. If you don't see your option right here, you can go to Browse All Materials and you can do a search. So if I'm going to do glitter cardstock, if I search up glitter, it comes up right away. Make sure that you are clicking glitter cardstock, not any of the other options, because we are not using vinyl today. We are just using cardstock. So whatever it is that you are using, you are going to click on it and click Done. So I'm going to go back and change that back to medium cardstock since that is what I'm using today. All right, so once you have chosen your desired material, you are just going to follow the steps to cut your materials. So on number 2, it is telling you which tools you will need. We do not need any tool in clamp A. That is where sometimes we may have a scoring stylus or we might have a pen or a marker in there, but for this project, we are just cutting. So then it says to load fine point blade in clamp B. It should already be in there for you and ready to go. So then you will just follow the next direction. There should be a blinking arrow button that looks like this right here. What you will do is you're going to take your mat, you're going to feed it underneath those 2 guides on the left and the right until you can't push it up any farther. You will click on that blinking button and it's going to feed your mat through. I am going to have some pictures attached to this presentation so that you can see the step-by-steps of what that looks like on the in-person end rather than computer. But I just wanted to show you what this looks like on the computer. So then once you do that, there's going to be a flashing triangle. That's our Go button. So I'm going to press on that. And in a moment, it's going to feed up my mat and it's going to start cutting my